guys, this week I have a new app over here about the stuff we doing in my classroom. You can see my lesson plans, our schedule. Don't forget on Fridays I don't stream like art supplies, the activities, extra drawing you can do during the week, our book of the week, the rules for Google Classroom, and don't forget you had to upload your works. If you want to know a little bit more about me, class expectations, and different stuff I put over here. For this week also, I'm gonna have prepared two activities. One is for kindergarten, the other one is for first grade. We are going to watch the story of Peter Cat and A Valentine's Day is Cool. I love Peter Cat, as you know. Okay, the activity for kindergarten is going to be a heart with collage and small pieces of paper. If you don't have that at home, you can use a different color paper from newspapers, or sometimes you can color your own paper. And then the one for first grade is going to be a pop art. We're going to divide the paper in 4 parts, and we're going to paint a little bit with watercolor, liquid watercolors, and then we're going to trace those hearts with oil pastels. Okay, this is for kindergarten activity. What I'm going to need is a crayon. It can be a white crayon or a very light color crayon, glue stick or regular glue, black paper for the background, and different color of construction paper. Okay, in your black paper, in your regular black paper, well, I have it here in background. So what we're going to do, we are going to draw a heart as big as you can. And then we are going to do another one. These lines are going to be our guidelines to make our pattern. And if I was under other circumstances, I would like to use neon paint, but I cannot do that right now. I decided to make the Mexican flag for my Valentine heart, even though I'm not from Mexico, but I think a lot of kids are going to like these colors. Now, if you want to do your favorite flag colors of your soccer team or your football team colors, because that's your Valentine, that's also good. Now what we're going to do, we are going to use our hands, not scissors. We are going to just use your hands to cut your paper. Now at school I mostly have all this paper already cut. So because we don't have too much time at school to do these activities, because a lot of kids they like to talk. And then I'm going to apply some glue on the background. I think it was green first. And those lines are going to be my guideline. Now maybe after that, because usually I'm in a booth for glitter, I'm going to give a glitter to the kids at school. But if you don't have a glitter at home, don't worry. You don't have to buy glitter. That's just me because I like glitter, and the kids they love when we use glitter because everything looks better. This is how it's going to look, the heart. Now I would like to use a bigger paper, but since we are in a special kind of year, a school year, we can now use a bigger paper. So then after that you can put some glitter on top if you have, or some sequins, or lentejuelas, or brillantina, and you can add yarn if you're at home, because at home you can have some other stuff. Now if you don't have a color paper at home, you can do this activity with frijoles or pasta to give a different texture. Have fun. This activity is for first grade. So first grade we can use watercolors or aquarellas and oil pastel. And with the watercolors we are going to use some water and a paintbrush. Now if you're at home and you already lost your watercolors, what you're going to do, you're going to switch the watercolors with markers. Now I'm going to teach you how to do with markers. And if you don't have a oil pastel, what you can use is a black crayon, or it can be a Sharpie or a black marker when the paper is dry. Now, if you lost your watercolors, what you're gonna do, you're just gonna color a little bit your paper with different markers, especially the Crayola are the best. And you are going to blend your colors the same way. Now, if you don't have a paintbrush, you can use your fingers. This is kind of the same. Now, if you still have your watercolors, so you're gonna need, because watercolors are a transparent paint, you're just gonna put some water because we are gonna work on our background first. Now, one of the things you guys get scared is because you tell me, oh, the paper is wet. Don't worry, the paper is gonna get dry. And then we color the whole paper. Okay, here is my paper, it's already dry. Now, if you're at home, what you can use is a blow dryer, un secador de pelos, para secar un poco el papel to dry a little bit. At school, unfortunately, we cannot do anything. But what we do sometimes at school, we put the paper towel, kind of like this, on top of the paper just to dry out a little bit. Anyways, so next step is going to be, this is a skill for the kids to learn how to fold things. In a half, and then we're going to crease the paper with our nails, and then we are going to fold it again, a little bit about fractions, and although it's kind of too early for fractions for first graders. Yeah, it's never too late to learn something new. Anyways, when we open this thing, we're going to have one paper and 4 parts. And then the only thing we're going to do is going to take a black crayon, and maybe the kids are more creative than me sometimes. We are just going to divide our paper in those 4 parts, and they can decorate with just black crayon, or maybe they can color with different other oil pastels. Now, as I told you, if you don't have oil pastels, what you can do at home, you can use a regular crayon. But the paper has to be absolutely dry to do this. Now here I am, I'm home. My paper is, I use a blow dryer to dry. Now I usually use this one, oil pastel at school, because usually our paper at school is wet. So, and then something about oil pastels, we can blend a little bit if we use more color, but we have this issue with oil pastel, which is okay because kids wash their hands anyway. So anyways, have fun.